Good evening. As gun violence continues to harm and even kill members of our communities, tonight we are taking a different perspective on why people choose to pull the trigger. My co-anchor Shannon Sims is live tonight in Milwaukee as we break down this important issue. Shannon?
Charles, I wanted to speak directly to those who have boots on the ground working to disrupt the cycle of violence that is plaguing our neighborhoods. These two men I sat down with know firsthand the work that needs to be done, from grassroots efforts to the leadership in city and county government.
I know what it's like to get shot. I know what it's like to get beat up. I know all of that.
Ray Mendoza admits poor decisions in his youth led him down the wrong path. He served 17 years in a federal penitentiary. Now, 7 years later, he says he's giving back to the city, turning his pain into purpose as a violence interrupter on the streets of Milwaukee.
When I tell these guys, I tell them, man, I don't even know you, but I love you. I'm not lying to them. I'm telling them the truth because I see me. I see my homies that I grew up with. I see the ones that I buried. I see them out there.
Mendoza believes a rise in gun violence among young adults is due to the negative influences in their environment.
With the invention of social media and the advancement of video games and the making of the movies with all the gun violence in them and all of that, that's all that is projected to the youth. That's the only outlet they have right now.
Police say the violence that broke out downtown last week started with people settling disputes with guns. David Mohammed's work with the County Department of Health and Human Services focuses on disrupting the cycle of gun violence many young adults choose to use.
It sounds insurmountable when you mention all these different factors to one dispute leading to gun violence.
Sure.
How do we approach it?
Well, I think one of the most important things is you have to address the individuals who are most prone to using gun violence as a solution. What is going on in their lives, and if you have a profile on them, and I mean that in the most positive way, what neighborhoods, what types of situations have they been through, what systems failed them before, and if we can do outreach to those persons and really stay with them to get them to choose different alternatives, then we can see that. But it does need more hands to the work.
Meanwhile, Mendoza is determined, like Mohammed, to change the lives of those willing to make the change.
So when I tell them, man, I love you, man, I mean it. Because they need to hear that. But if they don't love themselves, it's not going to help them at all.
A powerful message there from Ray, Shannon, and I wonder, when you hear him speak, what he's telling today's youth, what did he need to hear back then before he went to prison that could have changed his position in life?
Charles, something so simple that every human needs. Someone telling you, I love you, you're important, and you're valued. It was those things he wished he would have heard before making that left turn instead of the right turn to the right path. But he is glad that now he is doing what he is purposed to do, and that is to help others down the straight and narrow. He also talked about, Charles, which many people are afraid to talk about, is mental health and the need for therapy. If you feel something, it's okay to get help. Reporting live here on the streets of Milwaukee, Shannon Sims, DMJ4 News.